Hello there, my name is Peter Thompson and this is one of my Myths of Golf DVDs, and this one is about the club face is square when the left wrist is flat, as many people believe that to be the case. It's always tricky, and most teachers would say the same, to explain what a square face is. Most people understand it at address. The face is pointing where you want the ball to go. When you hit the ball, if the face is square, then the ball will go straight. If you address the ball and the face is closed, and then you hit the ball with the face closed, the ball will go to the left. And if you address the ball with the face open and hit the ball will go to the right. The ball goes where the face goes, not necessarily where you want the ball to go to. So it can go anywhere. If you've been playing golf for a while, you will know the ball can go anywhere. So one of the myths of golf is people believe that if the face is square at the top of the swing, which is where I am now, then the left wrist will be flat, which is there. It's not true. The face may well be square when the left wrist is flat. This little golf club, I made it years and years and years ago to explain about the face being square. This is the leading edge. It's my left forearm, obviously, and the leading edge and my left forearm are parallel, but you can see that my left wrist is not flat. If it was flat, it would be there, and then the face is closed. A lot depends on your grip. If you address the ball with your left hand round to your right, so you can see maybe 4 knuckles, if you then swing back, you may well have your left wrist flat, but the face is closed. You may have your left wrist a long way round to your left, and then you swing back and your left wrist is flat, but now the face is open. In other words, the face of the golf club corresponds to your left arm, not to your left wrist. It might be the same thing, it might not be. I have dozens of books in my studio, and files, this is one of my files, and you can see quite clearly Tiger Woods, left forearm, left wrist, left face, all square, because at address he had his left wrist flat. Phil Mickelson, right forearm this time, left-handed, right forearm, left face, in line, wrist kinked, concave. So the face is square, but the wrist isn't flat. Let's have a look at some swings on my computer screen now and see if we can explain this in greater detail. One of my pupils, Lady Tour Pro, and you will see the club face, the leading edge is pretty well in line with the left forearm, so the face is pretty square, maybe a fraction closed. The important thing is the left wrist is not flat. So the face is closed, but the left wrist is not flat. Any else? Fine golfer. And we'll use the same line that Liz had actually. Look at that, exactly the same. So top of the backswing, there's the face, there's the left forearm, face, forearm, pretty square. The wrist is not flat. If the wrist was flat, the face would now be closed. This is a Mexican golfer, a lady golfer, and she was the best golfer in the world. And when she was 28, same age as Bobby Jones, she retired. So best golfer in the world, retired, age 28, which I think is fantastic. And you will now see left wrist pretty flat, left forearm, club face, all in line. So in this case, the left wrist is flat, but the face is square. That's the important thing. It's quite tricky to get your mind around this one. The point I'm making is that you need to have the face square, so the leading edge is parallel to your left forearm, and where your wrist is isn't important. It could be flat, it might not be flat. Face is square, leading edge, left forearm, parallel as we are now. And you can't see my wrist because it's not flat. Now it's flat, face is closed. Let's check out some more. One of my pupils, Gary Wolstenholme, almost got down to +6. Taught him for years and years and years, became the best English amateur golfer who's ever lived. And very easy to teach. Understood the swing pretty well after a while. And there we are, the left forearm, club face, more or less parallel, but the wrist is kinked. Had Gary flattened his left wrist off, the face would now be closed and he wouldn't have got down to +5. Dustin Johnson. Current world #1, best golfer in the world. Look at the left wrist, very, very bent, not convex, completely the other way, turned over many, many degrees, club face, very, very closed. It's another way of playing good golf. The point being is, if the left wrist was flat and the face is square, then that's only as a result of your grip, no other reason. Another of my pupils, Martin Young, got down to +4. And you'll see left forearm, club face, more or less dead square, but the left wrist is not flat. If he was flat, he'd have closed the face. I would then have to adjust the rest of his swing to make up for the fact the face was closed. And we don't do that. So, one of the myths, another myth, flat left wrist, face square. Not true. Face is now square. If I flatten my left wrist, the face is now closed. Square, concave, flat, closed. Check your grip. Check the face, leading edge, parallel to your forearm. Forget about the flat left wrist. I hope this helps you to understand it a little bit more. It is quite complicated, but this should help you to understand about the left wrist, club face, left forearm, top of the swing. Thank you for listening. Thank you very much.